Today's customer doesn't just walk in informed, they walk in armed. They've done the research, checked the pricing, compared the options, and may have already had a full argument with 3 tabs open and an AI assistant. So your job is not to lecture them, it is to become more valuable than the search results. Hello, I'm Frankie, founder of Auto Dojo, the path to excellence, and welcome to today's Auto Dojo Quick Hit. 5 minutes, 1 skill, 0 excuses, let's go. This is challenge number 2 in our 10-part series on the biggest challenges automotive salespeople are facing in 2026, and this one hits the floor every single day. Customers are arriving more educated than ever. New vehicle buyers spend a ton of time researching online and are more and more frequently using AI before they even come into your store. Also, retail trends point to a unified online and in-store process and AI-powered insights as major forces reshaping the retail experience. Pure Car's NADA 2026 coverage says the industry's conversations are centered on how technology and AI are changing marketing and sales. So let's say it as clearly as possible. The salesperson is not the only source of information. That ship sailed a long time ago, probably while the customer was watching 3 comparison videos, checking rebates, reading reviews, and chatting with their AI assistant on the way to the store. The challenge now is not just product knowledge. The challenge is creating value when the customer already knows the product. That means the role of the salesperson has shifted from presenter to true consultant, from talking head to trusted guide. And that changes everything. The first thing top performers do is they don't act threatened by the research. They lean into it. They say, "Great, let's look at that together." That one sentence changes the energy. It says, "I respect your homework and I'm not here to fight you." That's how you keep the customer from going straight into defense mode. The second thing top performers do is they build value in the 4 pillars that we mentioned in part 1 of this series: manufacturer, store, product, and salesperson. Remember, start with the manufacturer. What does the brand stand for? Reliability, safety, resale, innovation? Then the store. Why should they trust your store? Service reputation, team culture, community presence. Then the product. What does this vehicle actually do for their life? Not just what features and tech does it have. And finally, the salesperson. Why should they trust you? Are you calm, credible, and genuinely helpful? Or do you sound like you have to take their blood pressure just to show them the payment? What's your competitive advantage that sets you apart from everyone else? The more value you build across those 4 pillars, the less often the customer will cling to price alone. The third thing top performers do is they ask questions instead of trying to out-talk the customer. If they already know a lot, great. That gives you a better starting point. Ask what they compared, what mattered most, what they liked, and what still feels unclear. Customers don't want a lecture, they want a guide. And that guide, like a trusted Sherpa, needs to make them the hero that gets to the top of Mount Everest. They want somebody who can help them make sense of the noise. Nobody ever walked out of a dealership saying, "Wow, I was really hoping for a 47-minute product sermon." They want relevance, not a monologue. That is where sales departments get tripped up. Product mass production makes it easy to feel like every vehicle is just another vehicle and every salesperson is just another mouth at the desk. But that only happens when the salesperson doesn't create value beyond the specs. If the customer already knows the facts, then your job is to translate the facts into confidence. You do that through trust, insight, and clarity. And here's the flip side. The biggest failure pattern is acting like the customer's research is a threat. It's not. It is an opening. Another failure pattern is trying to win the conversation instead of earning the right to guide it. And the worst mistake is ignoring the new digital and AI reality and pretending the showroom is still the only place the sale happens. Cox Automotive and Pure Cars are both pointing toward the same thing. The future is connected, informed, and more seamless between online and in-store than ever before. If your process is not, you're already behind. So the Auto Dojo answer is simple. Respect the research, build value in all 4 pillars, and turn your questions into consultation. That's how you become more valuable than the spreadsheet, the search engine, and the AI summary. So go do it now. On your next customers this week, ask one question about what they already researched and write down one thing you learned from their research. Ask one question that uncovers what matters most, and then one question that helps you build value in the manufacturer, store, product, or salesperson pillar. Then write down which one changed the conversation the most. Why is this important? Well, because educated customers are not going away. If anything, they're getting smarter, faster, and more prepared. The salespeople who adapt will become trusted consultants. The ones who don't will become just a commodity right along with the product. That's the difference between becoming a trusted guide and being ignored. So go take action, keep the customer first, and go dominate your floor. To receive these directly into your inbox every week, scan the QR code you see here, and I look forward to serving you in the Auto Dojo soon.